are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Peterson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when they were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Illinois' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And who says you can't find big-time tight ends anymore? Both of these teams certainly have.
In modern college football, Reese, tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of offenses. And what a treat today. We get 2 of the best in the nation.
Yeah, going head-to-head, catch for catch. I'll be interested to see which offense uses them differently and can find ways to maximize these guys' strengths because they're ballers.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes his man miss. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Illinois right back to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Dennis. Gets rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
14, Illinois, 0.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll run it to the right. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Silva. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
This guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And back to the air on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Swings it out to his running back.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Using the quick game. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On third down, he drops the throw. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the
fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown, Trojans! How about that D coming up with a play like that? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
USC 28, Illinois 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll ride the hot hand. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The march margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So
the quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Flips it out to the back. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking for a gap. It's Peterson. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans need to pick it up on fourth down. Running back goes in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got it.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Looking to throw, it's Dennis. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Dennis. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Illini. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. He tries to take the top off. It's complete. Touchdown, USC! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. USC 35, Illinois 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Silva. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Fires to the middle. Snags it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Trojans have it with a first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's going to pass. Setting up the screen. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking for a man. It's Dennis. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Tackled, but he has a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it, trying to get to him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive.
He's got it down the left. Nothing but green ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Dennis. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got 99 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They're bringing him nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such